Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's MONTez.com from itsmontez.com. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are live early this morning, very, very early this morning. And as you know, since we are live, if you want to have a conversation with us, you can do so in the chat room. Leave your comment, leave your feedback in the chat. I'll make sure to ask the questions to the guests that we have on the show today. If you have read the title, you already know exactly what this show and who this show is going to be with. Yes, I have cut my finger, cut it clear off. Wolfie, thank you so much for tuning in. If you have any questions at all, Wolfie, today is your day to ask this person any questions at all. Very influential person from San Francisco. Without further ado, T-Maney, thank you so much for being on the show today.
Thank you, Montez. Appreciate it.
You're very welcome. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right, man. Well, I was born in San Francisco. When I was a baby, my grandma raised me in Fiji, in the Fiji Islands, till I was about 2 years old. And then I came back to San Francisco and went to school out here from 3rd grade all the way up to, till I graduated, did some college, and I've been working since high school. I've been trying to figure out what I really want to do, but it's music. It's music for sure. And so I decided just not too long ago, maybe 2-3 years ago, I was like, man, I'm just taking my music to the next level, man. And by doing that, I mean, getting it mixed and mastered, getting it recorded with correctly, all done in the studio. Get it, and get people to hear it, man. And it's not really about the money, it's music. You know what I mean? Just 100% music for me. It's always been like that.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So tell me, what gave you the passion in music? Was it a friend? Was it a family member? Who gave you the motivation to get you in it?
Well, how it started was at my cousin's house. I was I think I was 11 years old, and we were just running around doing nothing. And my cousin was just like, "Hey man, why you guys just sit down and write rap or something?" So we just started writing raps, and he actually went out and bought a studio mic, and we started recording us. We were little kids. So I did my first rap song when I was 6th grade. Yeah, and so ever since then, man, I just kept writing. And up until high school, it was me, my brother, and my cousin, my other cousin. Well, he's actually my big cousin's brother-in-law. So we all rapped together, and we were called the Dirty Rascal. So we had that going till about high school, and they kind of stopped writing and stuff, but I just kept going, man. Kept going, and I didn't really do much with it. I was always writing, but I didn't recording much. It's like my previous relationships I was in, I wasn't getting no support, so it's kind of holding me back a little. And so in 2015 was the year, beginning of that year, I had broke free from my chains, and I started taking it seriously, man. The first little song I made myself. I got some attention from a family member of my cousin's brother-in-law. His name is Novocaine, and he put me on one of his mixtapes, one of his songs, and from there it was just I met my boy 9 Miller, who's on a lot of my songs, and since then we've just been writing and recording, man, and just making songs, and I just been trying to get better, so and. I think it's going good, man. It's going good. I performed, at a club, not long ago.
Now, as far as tips and tricks of the trade, kind of what you've learned since you've gone through this process. I mean, there's ups and downhill battles to this whole music industry. It's confusing. It can get frustrating dealing with different things. Do you have any tips and tricks or trades to be able to share with someone else that might be wanting to get to the level to where you're at, you know, to put their passion in, just like you have?
Yeah, man. One thing is like one thing that was big growing up, man, was my race. I grew up in like the rougher parts of San Francisco, so it wasn't normal for somebody other than like say African American that was to be rapping. So it's just for me personally, like a lot of my friends are black. So I just stayed being myself, man. I wasn't trying to like pretend to be somebody else. I just be yourself, man, and stay true to yourself. Because you don't want to sound like everybody else. And at the end of the day, people will know. When people listen to music, they know what's real and what's not real. So you can have somebody that's really good, but they're not being themselves. It's not really gonna work. So it's just be yourself, man. And second thing I can say is freestyle, 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 freestyle. The more you freestyle, the better you'll get, man. Because from the way I look at it, rap it's just a big freestyle, man. Even if you write down your lyrics, you're freestyling in your mind. I mean? You're just saving your best freestyles, kind of, in a way. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. So it's just kind of like you gotta have fun with it, man. You gotta have fun with it.
Powerful, powerful. I like that. I like the aspect there. You have to freestyle practice to get you better writing it in your head, freestyle and get it out there. I really like that. And also too, I like that you speak on being yourself. When was it? Have you? I guess you've always been a person that's never really been influenced by someone else. You've always been that person that's always been their self anyway. Now, how might you suggest someone to keep authentic? How do you keep yourself authentic and not getting tainted with all the other music out there? Because there's a lot of music. I mean, like Drake. I mean, there's Jay-Z. I mean, there's will.i.am. There's all these different people. How do you keep from keeping and crossing over and sounding like someone else?
Well, the way I look at it, man, is where you're from. I'm from San Francisco, California. I grew up listening to local hip hop, and that's what's kind of like my style. It comes from a lot of local artists, and that I grew up listening to, and that's me in a way. You know what I'm saying? So by staying true to like your local music, man, you gotta support your local artists. And because that's where you're from. So you want to be a lot of who you are is where you grew up, and a lot of my music, people a lot of times people say it sounds similar to this guy, like Kugnut, or like some of my beats are like similar to Arjun Nicotina. There's another local artist, so that's who I am though as well. You know what I mean?
Now, what's it like in San Francisco? What's it like there, especially growing up, man? What's it like?
Oh, man, it's crazy, man. Everything moving hot, fast paced, man. Really fast paced. Not just the traffic, but just the lifestyle itself, man. It's not cutthroat. People are cool. There's a lot of different, there's a lot of different races. There's a lot of different culture in San Francisco. But the one thing is though, is like you gotta be good, man. You gotta like practice, man. You gotta really be really like what's the word? You really have to be outspoken. You know what I mean? With how you portray yourself, and you gotta be like genuine. You know what I mean? So it's like people can see through the bullshit. Excuse my, you know what I mean?
I mean, it's true. Like people will be able to see if you're authentic, if you're not. I mean, it's just the way that it really is. Now, I want you to tell us a little bit, because, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you all have never heard any of this music, but you're going to definitely want to go over and get yourself some of this new content that's out. But I actually wanted to hear a little bit about how and what inspired you to write the song "Aim for the Stars." I was listening to it today, and it really it was nice. It had a good feeling to it. It felt like you said it was authentic. How did you come up with the song?
Well, the song "Aim for the Stars," man. it's kind of the whole journey to the song, because the whole thing with my first single I dropped was Dead or Alive, and that song is a really kind of like the birth of everything almost, because recently my cousin, he passed away, man, from gun violence, you know what I mean? So that was kind of it was kind of a way for me to take all that violence and turn it into something else, because my song, people may think and hear it and think that it's about guns and shooting and killing people, but it's not. It's not. It's my song is about the hip hop. So Dead or Alive meaning is rap alive. My hook is rap alive, or did it die a little inside? Aim down the middle, a little to the right. You see, I'm aiming at the heart of rap, about to kill it, but it doesn't die. It comes back to life through my lyrics.
I like that. I like that. I really do like that. I'm gonna share my screen, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna share my screen with you all, and I'm gonna show you what we're looking at here. All right. So, Aim for the Stars is right here, ladies and gentlemen. I like this cover art. You're gonna like it too. Check out this cover art. Pretty dope. Now, where did you go to get this work done here?
Oh, well, my boy actually, Not Miller, the guy in the background right there, he's on the song as well. He actually came up with the cover art for me, for us.
Nice. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, actually, you know what? Why don't we just break this thing down proper? Why don't you introduce your own song?
All right, man. This is Aim for the Stars. No matter what you do, man, aim high, so you'll take yourself far. That's why I shoot for the sky, aim for the stars.
Ladies and gentlemen, please do enjoy. Boom, 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 boom. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you enjoyed that track. I hope you did enjoy that track. Now, again, tell ladies and gentlemen where they can follow you at on social media sites.
Yeah. So yeah, you can follow me on SoundCloud under T-Maney, T-Maney, MANEY. Or you can follow me on Instagram as well under MANEYMUSIC, MANEY music. Yep. And my Facebook is facebook.com/WayMoWeta Entertainment.
Oh, now tell us again. Tell us again. What inspired that track again? Tell us again.
So what inspired it, man, was just the recent, everything just happened with my cousin, that passed away, and just just overall, just trying to do this music thing, man. It's just my goal, man. It's just to aim high, you know what I mean? So it's just kind of it's just my overall kind of look at how I should, go about the music, So it's just to aim high, man. It's just my family, man. It's my family, and the loved ones that's gone, So
Witchy Princess says it sounds hot. She likes the way it sounds. And then Food Forest Permaculture says I like your music, and he said good morning as well. Thank you all for tuning in and leaving those comments there.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah, man, I really did like the flow of that. I like the rawness of it. I like the it just really had a good it's got that good feel. It's got that, like, maybe, what do you say, like 80s, 90s in there, kind of.
Yeah, right. So big bag, man.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
It really original, man. I enjoyed it. I really did enjoy that. I did enjoy that track there. Now, we have another track here that you were wanting to do as well. And now I want you to tell us a little bit about GoPro. And again, tell us the background about the song a little bit and how you came up with that.
Okay, so this song actually came out. I released after Aim for the Stars, but it's actually the first song I recorded with my boy, which was almost 2 years ago. So we've been sitting on it for a while, and just released it now. But it's just the song was from the moment of when I began to take everything to another level. You know what I mean, with my music, and it's kind of GoPro, man. It's like it's just the title speaks for itself. It was like the moment where I'm like, let's do it, man. Let's GoPro, man. Let's do it the right way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, now the cover art. Now tell us about the cover art here.
So the cover art, man, it's like, it's when I decided to go pro, man, I was just like, I wanted the bridge in there because San Francisco is my home, and that's where it all starts, man. That's where it all begins, and that's where a lot of my music is influenced by, it's influenced by San Francisco, is by its artists. So I feel like it was a kind of a homage to my city, you know what I mean? And what better way to show where I'm from and show my the pride I have than to have the Golden Gate Bridge, man. That's
powerful.
Yep.
Powerful, ladies and gentlemen. And I think it's well said. It's what they say with the thumbnail or any of those things, or a cover or a CD cover. It needs to have meaning, have emotion in that picture, because it sells just the reason, the story. It's kind of like a tattoo, It's just very memorable, and I really do like that picture there. You want to go ahead and introduce us to the song?
There you go. Go pro. Yeah, don't go slow. Go pro, baby. Yeah.
Hey. Yeah. Shit has been so crazy lately. I've been sitting here thinking like, how I've been surviving. Riding, got the 9 riding with me long nights. Got me thinking that the law might get me. But that's a chance I take. I thank God for today. The cards are dealt, so that's a hand I play. Forever I'ma stay clever with the version. Nerves put it together, wordplay. Don't hate it, name game. I rotated her brain. She a cold piece of whip, I serve flames. You on the couch, web surf flames. Trading scars, casinos with that scar face. But you know someone wanna hate, son, show me love. Make your brain bounce in this go bounce in the club. Seen them all the thugs in the building that I wanna hug. They just wanna fuck these bitches. And she's so crazy. Up so many, don't go slow, go pro, baby. Now you know, maybe you can roll, we give up, go crazy. Maybe you can roll, baby, maybe go crazy. She's so crazy. Oh, so many don't go slow, go pro, baby. Now you know, maybe you can roll, we give up, go crazy. Maybe you can roll, baby, maybe go crazy.
No bus skipping, I'm drinking it up, thinking it dicky, y'all slush. Shit with a punk, don't do things, I run through like a dream. That's what it's come to, being down on me like a sun from sky's blessings. But I'm beyond ready, got my arms steady, sitting on shit, plenty bigger. My flow won't break the levy, I'm steady hitting, moving, picking and shooting, fixing the blueprints. They chasing my shoe prints, but I'm sick of losing. And it's bullshit, right? Pour this and I ain't out, and then I'm wine. Come look at this, what you gon' find. In the middle of sipping on wine, I'm unorthodox. Wording dropping you more than thoughts. They got my forces like golf. The 18 holes, I'm off.
She's so crazy. Up so many, don't go slow, go pro, baby. Now you know, maybe you can roll, we give up, go crazy. Maybe you can roll, baby, maybe go crazy. She's so crazy. Up so many, don't go slow, go pro, baby. Now you know, maybe you can roll, we give up, go crazy. Maybe you can roll, baby, maybe go crazy. This shit's so crazy. Oh, so many, don't go slow, go pro, baby. Now you know, maybe you can roll, we can both go crazy. It'll be T-Maney and his loco lady on the wheel though. You can't feel what I feel for. Walk in my shoes to feel that they still talk. Rules break rules with my real folks. True, make moves with the dudes I would kill for. Now where the wheel goes, like what the hell, bro? At height, like you can feel go, but sight. I beat him to the punch, no spike. Eat him up the lines, that's right. That's why your life, nigga, no life in it. But me and my niggas, you know we keep winning. He spit, man, you know we teach children how to keep building and keep billions. She's so crazy. Up so many, don't go slow, go pro, baby. Now you know, maybe you can roll, we give up, go crazy. Maybe you can roll, baby, maybe go crazy. She's so crazy. Up so many, don't go slow, go pro, baby. Now you know, maybe you can roll, we give up, go crazy. Maybe you can roll, maybe go crazy.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I know you had to love that. I know you had to love the way that feels. That felt really nice. It's it's like that. It just, you just want to get. You know what I mean? You're in the house with it, man. That's real fly, man. Tell us about it.
Man, so like, you know, that song was just more of like, it was like this to start. It was a start of something like good, man. You know, it's just my telling myself, well, getting myself to a point where I'm just like, man, I'm ready. You know what I mean? I'm ready to just like to make some quality music, man. You know what I mean? It's just like, do it the right way. It's like like I was saying, man. It's you know, it's have fun. Have fun with it, man, and just like be yourself, man, and keep it original, you know, and go pro is all that, you know what I mean? It's just a way of me showcasing, you know, everything that I've been practicing and, you know, everything I've been working for, you know what I mean? Especially when it comes to like lyrics and stuff like that. It's like I feel like you got to keep it original, man. It's like I can go super like lyrical with it. But you know, like I did with my Dead or Alive song, and you're familiar with that song. But this one was more of just a laid back. You know, it's just you gotta get all your feelings out there, man. And this was more of a kind of a beginning of something. You know, beginning of like introduction, kind of. You know what I mean? It's an introduction.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you like that song, press one. Press one if you like that song. Food, Primitive Culture. Wolfie came back in the room, so he had to come back and get another peek of what was going on. Alvin Logan says, "What's up, my bros?" And he said, "Love the new tunes. It made me want to." Food Forest Primitive says, "Love the new tunes. It made me want to drive my car."
There you go. Hey, I drive my car, man, all the time and drive around, man, and slapping my stuff, man. It's a GT 5.0, man.
Oh, so you ride real nice when you in there listening to the deck, huh?
Exactly, man. slapping my, you know what I mean? 215s, man.
Oh, it'd be loud. It's just vibrating.
Yeah, a lot of deep bass.
Tell us again, social media sites. Tell us again.
Yeah, man. So everybody check out my other songs. You know, it's on SoundCloud. SoundCloud / Taz dash Maney. And that's my profile. And you can see all my tracks, you know. And yeah, man, some good music on there, man. Definitely. And there's some of my older projects that I did myself before I went pro. Before I go pro, you got all that other stuff. So.
Wow. Yeah. Well, I really appreciate you coming on and introducing us to this new music, talking to us a little bit, chatting it up with us. I want to have you on the show again whenever you release another track or when you have something going on. Can we look forward to that?
Hell yeah.
All right.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Hell yeah.
All right. I really appreciate you being on the show today.
I appreciate you, man, having me. Thank you.
All right, no problem. No problem. And ladies and gentlemen in the chat room, I really want to appreciate you all. I want to say thanks you all for listening to this broadcast here. And Food Primitive Culture says he pressed that number 1, and he says we'll check out more of T-Maney more. And he would like to hear some more of you. So we've got someone that wants to hear some more. So, ladies and gentlemen, I do appreciate you all for tuning in and watching this broadcast, because I'm just always here trying to give you something new. I'm trying to give you something that's going to take you to that next step and help you move on to that next level. If it's not the music, if it's not the business, if it's not books, if it's not art, if it's not something, I'm going to give you something that's going to take you to that next step. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. It's Montez with cameras from itsmontez.com. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. If you don't do that, you're not going to be able to keep up. Duh. Thank you so much for tuning in. Peace.